What is up, guys? How are you? I'm sorry. I don't know why I felt the need to just hit you, but I did. I'm not actually sorry. So I was thinking, and I know, before you even say anything, dangerous work there. However, I've been thinking some thoughtful thoughts, and I was talking to my best friend the other day, and we were talking about like our first anime crushes compared to like our current anime crushes, and it was like, wow, how far we've come. Like, they walked so the current ones could run. And I don't know why my brain instantly thought like violence, and I was like, what if my first anime like crush tried to fight my current one? And I was like, it wouldn't work out for the original at all. It just wouldn't happen. But then I was like, what if all of my anime crushes just started brawling each other for my hand? Of course, that's the only reason they would possibly have to travel across the multiverse to fight each other. It would be for me. So I did my very best to not actually come up with any scenarios, and I ripped up a bunch of notebook paper and put the names of all my current anime crushes on it, and I'm gonna pull them out of this here hat. I'm gonna cover up what it says on the front because I don't want that on the internet. And then we're just gonna pick them out the hat and see, you know, if I can come up with a decent scenario for how a fight between them would go and like who would win. I'm not like those like stat bros who watch anime, but you know, I'll come up with my own fight details. Vox populi, the people's voice. I dropped so many. I'm a little nervous just because I can't even really like shake this hat because there's like not any space in it. They're all gonna come like flying out the back. I'm a little nervous because some characters that I have in here are like, you know, humans, mortal beings, and some are like immortal beings. Some of them are already like dead and buried, and some of them are, you know, demons. It's just, I feel like there could be some weird mashups in here. So let's go ahead and start. First up, we have Crocodile from One Piece, and he'd be fighting, this is a big piece of paper. What does it say? Lucifer? Oh, Lucifer from Has Been Hotel specifically. It's the only Lucifer that I'm really into. Like I said, some unfair mashups, right? Because Crocodile, wow, hold on. Because normally you would say, wow, Lucifer, like an all-powerful being, he used to be, you know, with the gods and whatnot, and now he's fallen, right? But he still has power, right? Crocodile, evil guy, bad guy, kills lots of people, Sandy type powers, you know, what that hook do, right? The only situation where I could see them being in the same realm to fight is if Crocodile died and went to hell. And if that were the case, if you've seen the most recent season of Has Been, if you haven't, this is gonna be a little itty bitty spoiler, so maybe skip forward a little bit. Lucifer cannot harm any sinners of hell. So technically, anybody that were to get into a real serious brawl with Lucifer would by default have to win. Unless he can like do some like ball and chain type thing where he can like hold them captive so they can, you know, stop attacking him, but he can't physically attack them back. I don't know! But Crocodile can turn his body into sand, so I don't know how any capture situation is gonna work there. Unless it's like captured with angelic steel and he's like, you know, in the center realm, so that would have an effect on him. I don't know. I'm gonna say that Crocodile takes that fight. I'm gonna say that Crocodile takes that fight. Please try to imagine, because they also get like, you know, hellborn type powers and stuff when they go down there. So imagine he already has devil fruit powers when he's alive. Imagine what that's gonna transpire to in hell. Please. Next in the mythical hat of men. I mean, I dropped one. That's a sign that that's gonna be our first one. It's Gyomei from Demon Slayer, because I love him so much. All right, we've got Gyomei. And Zoro from One Piece. What's with the One Piece guys right now? I'm pretty sure I only put like 2 One Piece guys in there and they came out first. Gyomei versus Zoro. See, Zoro's very strong. And I know Zoro to be very, very strong. But Gyomei's a big man. And hear me out. Zoro fights people that have, you know, devil fruit powers and whatnot, which, you know, technically is a form of like magic or whatever. But Gyomei fights demons. Demonic entities. With like blood demon art powers and stuff. Like, I'm trying to imagine Zoro fighting like Akaza or somebody, and in my brain it doesn't really work. I don't know, I feel like the situations are just too different. But honestly, legitimately, maybe Zoro takes Gyomei because he's big and he's strong. Yes, I understand that. I get it. I get that. I don't know. I feel like Zoro's like determination probably trumps Gyomei's just a little tiny bit. Damn, I don't know because they're both just big strong men with big titties. Like, I don't know. I would want Gyomei to win that fight. I think I like Gyomei more than Zoro, but realistically Zoro probably takes that. I really don't want to like spill anything out the hat. Okay. We've got Sakusa from Haikyuu. You know, there was no point in including Haikyuu characters in this. I mean, there's a couple of humans in here, but there's not as many of them. Haikyuu is just so distinctly not a fighting anime. Whatever. I just put a whole bunch of like characters that I just really like in here and figured I'd hope for the best. But this one seems like it's gonna be unevenly matched. Shigaraki, Shiggy Boo Boo, and Kiyumi. What do you want me to say about that? Like, it's obviously like an unbalanced fight. Like, Sakusa takes the cake. Like, Shigaraki doesn't stand a chance. Obviously, Shigaraki wins that fight. I don't even know why I thought to include regular non-fighting humans in this. I was just trying to be true to the ones that I love, you know? I was just trying to be true to my sense of self. Let's do another. They're really jumping in there. What is it? Oh, Rengoku, my hubby puppy. Wouldn't it be so sick and twisted if I pulled out Nanami? Because I know he's also in here. Yeah, that'd make me sick to my stomach. I actually wouldn't pick. Who is this? Oh. Tengen! That's sick! This is kind of an easy one. If you just want to go off of like stat levels or something in my eye. If you just want to go off of like stat levels, Rengoku fought Akaza tooth and nail by himself and just barely, you know, died in the end, right? Of course he did die to that upper moon, but that fight was all by himself. He had no help, and it was, you know, he was pretty evenly matched, I'd say. Tengen, although yes, there were technically 2 upper 6s, he had to enlist the help of 3 little boys and a little girl, and Nezuko, and his 3 wives for that fight. So he had 7 other people helping him. I mean, his wives didn't really help. They helped the prior to, but the actual fight, I'm pretty sure only one of them did something. So he had like, what, 4, 5 people assisting him in that fight? And he came out of it with a missing arm. And he almost died. If Nezuko wasn't there to suck the poison out, he also would have died. So, upper 6 with tons of help, but alive, barely. Or by yourself against the upper 3 and you died valiantly. Now, also, I feel like, Tengen, what are you fighting for me for? I like him. I do. I really do. But like, really, you already have 3. You can't let Rengoku have 1. You can't let your best bud have 1. Come on, Tengen, don't be selfish. In fact, I would stop that fight and tell him to stop fighting for me because he's being selfish. So we're gonna go with Rengoku wins that one for my own peace of mind. I'll let you pick. Did you pick one? I think it was this one, right? This felt like it was right on top. What does that say? Oh, Geto! Suguru! Oh, that man is just so damn pretty with his long, luscious locks. Like, Okay. And then Dabi. Sandwich. Let me stop. Oh God, can I just be a normal human for 2 seconds? The whole concept of this conversation is so abnormal, but jeez. Now, again, it's a difference in like scenario because Dabi has actual like powers and Suguru, like, he has a power technically, you know, but it's, you know, he has to eat them like curse ball thingies to, you know, gain the powers, right? That's how that works. I feel like Dabi probably takes it. Doesn't matter what curse you pull out if he can burn it to death and then burn you. And you know what, Suguru? We don't want your luscious Brazilian bust down to get burnt off. So maybe we should just like separate you two. And it's okay. I'll go with Dabi. It's fine. It's quite all right. I'll join the LOV. Actually, that probably wouldn't have worked out. What does that say? Sodomy! Nemi Poo, my love. I love him. Just something about angry men with white hair. As long as they're fictional. An angry man in real life is not as fun, arguably. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's Iwa-chan from Haikyuu. See, because he has no business being in this list. He has no business being here because he can't fight. Like, yes, we put him against another human. Cool. But this is a human that fights demons with a sword. What is he gonna do? Nothing. He's not gonna do anything. So, moving on. There's a lot of paper in here. I'm probably not gonna do all of these. Sakura. Okay. All right. I don't know why I feel like I have to jingle it in front of you for good luck. I'm trying to imagine Sakura fighting Glamrock Freddy and it's not working. I don't even want to talk about that one. I don't even want to talk about it, man. Nanami. Nanami, my love of my life. As you can see, I have his weapon behind me. I should put that in a frame. I should get like one of those big like glass like trophy cases and like frame it because I'm just that devoted of a wife. And Bakugo. Obviously, we're talking about time skip Bakugo. That is an interesting provocation because, you know, Nanami, he fights curses and all that fun stuff. And I think he's fought a curse with like fire powers before. But Bakugo's quirk is like... Plane sounds awful close. Bakugo's quirk is like volatile. Like his explosions are like angry. And the way that he was fighting like All For One, it's just... I know Bakugo's really, really strong, But I also know that Nanami is really, really strong. And I know that if you were to put Bakugo in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe, like, he would stand no chance against, like, Sukuna or, like, Mahito. Like, he would not stand a chance against people like that. And I know this for a fact. Because he's already died once. So I know this for a fact. And the person that he died to, I'm not gonna lie, All For One probably also would not stand a chance in Sukuna's presence, in Gojo's presence, in Mahito's presence. As much as I hate him, All For One probably would get his shit rocked in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. So the fact that, you know, what it took to take out Nanami, I feel like it would have gotten Bakugo way sooner. I don't know. I feel like that's how I'm gauging the strength levels here. Like, if I put Nanami in the My Hero universe, he'd probably be alright. If I put Bakugo in the JJK universe, it probably wouldn't work out like that, you know? So I'm gonna go with Nanami wins this fight. Again, for my peace of mind. Did I just try to justify that in any way possible so that Nanami won? Yes. We're moving on. Plum, plum, plum. Oh, there's really not that many in here. Maybe I can do all of them. Sun drop. My little Buki, he's right there. See him? Say hi. Say hi! Tired of y'all being fucking rude. He sits there every video and nobody ever says anything to him. It hurts his feelings. I feel like I should put some voodoo witchcraft over this. Ooh. 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 An obvious one. Again, same thing with like Glamrock Freddy. Like, they're just like the humans. Honestly, I feel like they would have been maybe a match for any of the human characters that I had in that hat, because they're just robots. But compared to literal demon, I'm sorry. Just, and Sundrop Buki, you know I love you so much. You know how much I love you. He knows how much I love him. Trust, he knows exactly how much I love him. Why are the planes so loud tonight? Me, Vox Populi, the people's voice. Can I see that plane? It sounded like the plane was gonna literally crash into my apartment. That's how loud it was. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like it's not enough. I'm sorry. I feel really, really bad for saying that. But it's Vox, guys. Come on. It's Vox. It's Vox. Come on. I try to separate my has-been self from my anime self and from my video game self. They're all like separate in my brain. But in like my has-been sense of mind, Vox and Nanami in their two respective realms are like on the same pedestal. Vox may be a little bit lower after the second season because he, you know. But, you know, they're basically the same realm, just like Rengoku is in the same pedestal as Nanami is in that universe. And then, you know, my video game universe, I feel like Sundrop is really up there. It's just not enough to save him here. Damn, I feel really bad. Well, damn, come out already. What does that say? Oh, Gyutaro, my BB from Demon Slayer, my skinny boy, my skinny legend. You know, there's somebody in my life currently that does not believe that he's a skinny legend and judged me heavily for liking him recently, even though they just recently watched Demon Slayer and have no room to judge. Yeah, and if anything, it just solidified how much I love him and I'm willing to die on this hill for him. I would do anything for him. Even if there are naysayers in this world who don't like him, I love him. And my love is enough. You know what it's like to be loved by me. That shit is deep. That shit is strong. Torrential even. I hope I put an even number in here. Who is this? Nifuji! This is a really random choice. I was just thinking about characters that I really, really like and he popped into my brain. So yeah, he's clearly dead in that situation. He's just clearly dead in that situation. I don't know what to tell you. It's a human against a demon. It just don't work unless you're a demon slayer, and Nifuji is not. Okay, I think these are the last two. Yeah, they are. So it doesn't really matter. I'll just pull them both out now. All right, we've got Muzan Kibutsuji from Demon Slayer. I don't remember who this last person is. Levi! I'm sorry. It just don't work. Muzan's clapping those cheeks. Like, Levi doesn't stand a singular chance. He is the strongest in humanity. Muzan's not a human. Like, now, Levi is a demon slayer? Hey. But I don't think the rules of this game go as far as like putting them in the same universe, giving them time to train and then they fight. No, it's like put them in the ring, they're fighting right now in some middle ground territory, and Levi couldn't do it. He couldn't because Muzan is just not human. I cannot compare the two. I'm sorry, I can't. I should have not included just humanly human characters, but I could have gotten Levi versus Zoro. That would be a great fight. I wouldn't even be able to come up with an answer for that. That'd be an amazing fight. I could have gotten Iwa-chan and Nifuji. They're humans, they could have gone toe to toe. Nifuji would still lose because he's just not that kind of guy. But the point still stands. But that's not how things turned out. Thank you guys for watching this video and supporting me in my delusion. I don't know what the next video will be, but I will catch you in whatever it is. Later!